챗GPT is the first service that exposes AI computing capabilities, which had been in big text research and development known to the public. It is a generative AI model that can answer users' questions like a human based on ultra-giant AI that has learned from large-scale data. The key battleground for this generative AI is the information retrieval market. In the age of the web, search has brought about the democratization of information. Now, through 챗GPT, insight through information reprocessing, such as document creation, summary, and translation beyond information search, will be popularized. 챗GPT, developed by OpenAI, an American company, is one of the names of artificial intelligence, like Google's AlphaGo. Among the names of 챗GPT, Chat means conversation and GPT means pre-trained transformer. The core of this 챗GPT service is the boldness of claiming that it was created rather than just searching for content written by humans and showing the results. And in 2023, the world is enthusiastic about these results. 챗GPT is the service introduced on November 30th, 2022 by OpenAI, an artificial intelligence research institute founded by a group concerned about artificial intelligence, such as Elon Musk, who warned that artificial intelligence will greatly threaten humanity. OpenAI is an organization founded in 2015 by Altman, Elon Musk, and Ilya Sutskever, with the goal of benefiting mankind after judging that AI can threaten mankind. Under the non-profit organization OpenAI Limited Liability Company, there is OpenAI Limited Investor, a for-profit organization. If you solve GPT, it is a pre-trained generative transformer. Its biggest feature is that it can create it and infer language by itself through deep learning, which has evolved from a converter that conducts conversation only with previously entered scripts. Through these various creative works, such as text, pictures, coding, music, and videos are created according to the user's request, based on hyperscale AI, which is designed to think and judge itself like a human by learning a large amount of data. It is a service that generates an answer as if talking to a question sent by user. So it is called Generation AI. Also called, the core of this 챗GPT service is the boldness of claiming that it was created rather than just searching for content written by humans and showing the results. However, 챗GPT's answer, which is generated based on numerous data whose sources are not confirmed for truth, seem logical and plausible on the surface, but in fact may be incorrect information or meaningless cells without significant content. The so-called hallucination issue appears as a problem. Just like seeming a hallucination that does not exist, if an answer without artificial intelligence or an incorrect answer is presented to future generations who are accustomed to it can be greatly affected. Stack Overflow's Q&A site for developers has decided to ban registration of answers created through 챗GPT for the time being, citing this point. The creation of numerous content creators are mixed in huge data, and generative AI such as 챗GPT can randomly generate poems, novels, essays, articles, technical reports, business plans, product descriptions, etc., without indicating the source. Because of this, it seems that 챗GPT will constantly face plagiarism and ghostwriting problems, reliability problems of results, and copyright problems. The future of future generation dreaming of content producers and creators is becoming unclear. The era of generative AI will affect the lives of billions of workers with widespread unemployment, or some jobs being displaced, some expanding or being reinvented in unexpected ways. However, it will be difficult to replace search engines such as Google directly. The current 챗GPT version only recognizes events that occurred until 2021 when the data was entered. It is impossible to respond to events that occur in real time for languages other than English. Due to the lack of running data, errors are frequent and the response speed is slow. Since the source of the answered information is not disclosed, the users must verify and be responsible for whether it is true or not. Since it is based on language data, it is not good at solving complex mathematical problems. Future generations will eventually emerge as an important competitive edge in how will they handle artificial intelligence. In the future, children will grow into AI natives who solve their curiosity with artificial intelligence and enjoy leisure time with artificial intelligence. Also, these generations are located between opportunity and crisis in the waves of great change. At the same time, there are warnings about the dangers of a world in which efforts to acquire knowledge are reduced. Human knowledge is accumulated by learning one's own experiences or the experiences of others transmitted through various media, but this process disappears. AI will replace anything in the middle. It is highly likely that average level of works, intermediate processes of certain tasks, etc., will be replaced by AI. Within 2 years, AI will outperform the average human at writing, coding, creating images, and games drafts. However, AI cannot yet replace knowledge, insight, and judgment that require a high level of expertise. Human need to decide what the AI will do, provide guidelines, and give it the data it needs. Planning, questioning, and value judgments are still human tasks.